Hello friends, welcome to Book Bites. Today we'll talk about book Simplicity Parenting by Kim John Payne and Lisa M. Ross is a revolutionary guide that focuses on simplifying children's lives in order to foster emotional well-being, creativity and resilience. In today's fast-paced world, where children are often overwhelmed with schedules, technology and excessive consumerism, the book advocates for the importance of slowing down and creating an environment that allows children to thrive. By emphasizing the value of simplicity, the authors argue that children need less clutter, less stimulation, and less pressure and more of the things that truly matter: connection, creativity, and emotional support. The book is structured around 4 core principles that serve as a foundation for simplifying family life. These principles include simplifying the physical environment, setting limits on children's exposure to media, creating a calm and predictable family rhythm, and nurturing deep emotional connections. Through these principles, Payne and Ross propose that families can create a more meaningful and peaceful life, one that allows both parents and children to enjoy their time together without the constant stress of modern-day demands. Payne and Ross argue that simplifying parenting does not mean depriving children of experiences or opportunities. Rather, it means prioritizing quality over quantity and fostering an environment where children can develop a strong sense of self and a secure emotional foundation. This is not just about reducing external distractions. It's also about reducing internal stress by fostering emotional balance and mindfulness in both parents and children. The authors also highlight the role of intentionality in parenting. By being conscious of the environment and experiences children are exposed to, parents can encourage the development of deeper emotional intelligence, creativity, and resilience in their children. The core idea is that simplicity helps children become more grounded, focused, and able to navigate the challenges of life with greater ease. In this way, simplicity parenting offers a refreshing alternative to the overscheduled, overstimulated, and materialistic approach that many families face today. Overall, simplicity parenting encourages parents to rethink their priorities, simplify their lives, and create a nurturing environment where their children can grow, learn, and develop the essential qualities of emotional and social well-being. By following the author's practical suggestions and insights, parents can transform their family life and raise children who are more connected to themselves, their families, and the world around them. Let's explore the concepts of the book, breaking them down point by point and refining the explanation to ensure clarity and precision. Point 1. The power of environment simplifying the physical space. One of the foundational concepts of simplicity parenting is the importance of the physical environment in a child's life. The authors argue that a cluttered and overstimulated environment can lead to stress, distraction, and a lack of emotional regulation in children. By simplifying and intentionally designing the spaces where children live and play, parents can provide a calmer and more nurturing atmosphere that supports emotional growth, creativity, and focus. The first step in simplifying the physical space is to reduce clutter. Payne and Ross explain that too much stuff in a child's environment can overwhelm them and create a sense of chaos. This might include toys, books, clothes, and even family possessions that are left around in abundance. While it's tempting to provide children with more items to keep them entertained, research suggests that less can be more. When children are surrounded by fewer distractions, they tend to engage more deeply with the things that matter, like meaningful play or quality time with family. In addition to decluttering, the authors emphasize the importance of creating spaces that are intentional and supportive of the family's values. For example, they suggest that bedrooms should be calming and soothing, free from excess toys or media distractions. The goal is to create environments that help children feel safe, comfortable, and grounded spaces where they can retreat to for rest, relaxation, and reflection. A well-curated environment can also help children develop a sense of order and responsibility. Payne and Ross also recommend organizing the home with consistency in mind. When things are consistently put away in designated spots, children develop an understanding of structure and routine. This helps foster independence and reduces feelings of frustration when things are lost or difficult to find. Furthermore, consistency in the environment can help children feel more in control of their surroundings, which supports their emotional well-being. The authors stress that a simple, organized, and thoughtfully arranged environment contributes to a child's ability to focus, engage in deep play, and create a stronger sense of belonging within the family. When physical space is intentionally simplified, children have more mental space to develop the emotional intelligence, creativity, and resilience they need to thrive. Point 2. Rhythm and routine creating predictability in daily life. Another central concept in simplicity parenting is the importance of rhythm and routine. Kim John Payne and Lisa M. Ross emphasize that predictable daily structures offer children a deep sense of safety and security. In a world that often feels fast-paced and chaotic, having a stable rhythm at home can ground a child emotionally and mentally, helping them thrive. Children, especially in their formative years, rely heavily on predictability. When they know what to expect, meal times, bedtime rituals, school transitions, they feel more in control of their world. This predictability reduces anxiety and helps them manage emotions better. Routine becomes a soft structure that nurtures emotional stability. For example, a consistent bedtime routine like reading a story, brushing teeth, and dimming the lights signals to the child that it's time to wind down. Over time, this reduces bedtime struggles and fosters better sleep habits. The authors suggest creating daily rhythms around meals, school, play, chores, and rest. But rhythm doesn't mean rigidity. The goal is not to overschedule every moment, but to establish a natural flow to the day. This creates balance. For instance, a regular morning routine might involve breakfast, getting dressed, a calm goodbye ritual, and heading to school. The repetition of this process reassures the child and sets a positive tone for the day. Weekly rhythms are equally important. Payne recommends incorporating simple traditions like pizza Fridays, weekend nature walks, or family game nights. These recurring events become emotional anchors for children. Even small consistent gestures like lighting a candle at dinner can create a sacred rhythm that brings calm and connection to the family. In our culture of overscheduling, children are often rushed from one activity to another. The book warns against this time pressure, which can rob children of their natural rhythm. Payne argues for fewer structured activities and more downtime, allowing kids to breathe, imagine, and play. The authors believe that overpacked schedules fragment a child's sense of self and contribute to stress, anxiety, and even behavioral issues. Ultimately, rhythm and routine create a family culture that values connection over chaos. It's not about perfection, but about offering a reliable foundation that children can count on. This stability nurtures confidence, emotional resilience, and a deep sense of belonging. Point 3. Simplifying schedules, creating space for childhood. In Simplicity Parenting, the authors place great emphasis on simplifying children's schedules. They argue that modern parenting often succumbs to the pressure of enrolling children in endless activities from music classes and sports to language lessons and academic coaching, all in an attempt to give them a competitive edge. However, Payne and Ross caution that overscheduling can have detrimental effects on children's mental and emotional well-being. The book points out that while enrichment activities are not inherently harmful, too many of them can rob children of essential downtime. Children need unstructured time to play, reflect, and simply be. It is during this free play that creativity, problem-solving skills, and emotional regulation naturally develop. When every hour is accounted for, children may feel pressured, anxious, or even burnt out, which can lead to behavioral issues or emotional shutdowns. The author suggests a radical idea for many modern families: do less to give more. This means being selective about activities and choosing quality over quantity. Instead of 3 different extracurricular activities, a child might benefit more from just one deeply engaging one, paired with plenty of unscheduled time to rest, play, and explore. This space creates the conditions for imagination and emotional resilience to flourish. Another important point the book makes is about how adult stress often bleeds into children's lives through tight schedules. Rushing from one activity to another, managing logistics, and meeting multiple deadlines can make family life feel more like a checklist than a meaningful experience. By simplifying the schedule, parents not only help their children but also reclaim their own sense of balance and peace. The book encourages families to adopt a rhythm that includes quiet time, reading, open-ended play, and nature. These slower, softer activities contrast with the hyperstimulation of screen time and constant movement, allowing children to reset and restore their inner calm. It's a reminder that in childhood, being bored isn't a bad thing. It's often the seed of invention and insight. In essence, simplifying schedules is not about depriving children of opportunities, but about protecting their right to experience a calm, grounded, and imaginative childhood. It's about letting them unfold at their natural pace, rather than pushing them to meet artificial milestones or compete too early. This approach fosters healthier, happier, and more self-aware individuals in the long run. Point 4. Filtering out the adult world, shielding children from overexposure. One of the central messages in Simplicity Parenting is the importance of filtering out the complexities and burdens of the adult world from children's lives. Kim John Payne argues that modern society tends to expose children to too much, too soon, whether it's information, stress, or emotional dynamics meant for adults. This overexposure, he explains, can interfere with a child's ability to feel safe, secure, and emotionally balanced. Children are naturally curious and absorbent, but they also have limited capacity to process the emotional weight of adult issues such as financial struggles, relationship conflicts, news about violence, or global crises. Payne emphasizes that when children are frequently exposed to these matters either directly or indirectly, they can become anxious, overwhelmed, or emotionally shut down. This may manifest as behavioral problems, difficulty focusing, or even physical symptoms like headaches or stomach aches. The book encourages parents to be mindful of what their children hear and see, whether it's adult conversations, television news, or even social media content. Children may not fully understand what they are hearing, but they often absorb the emotional tone and stress levels around them. This background noise becomes part of their emotional world, even if it's not meant for them. Payne advises parents to create emotional boundaries and act as a protective filter. This doesn't mean hiding the truth or pretending the world is perfect, but rather presenting information in a developmentally appropriate way. For example, if there is a major news event, instead of letting a child overhear distressing headlines, a parent might say, "Something happened far away, and many people are helping to fix it." The authors also recommend limiting adult conversations around children, especially those that involve worry, conflict, or intense emotion. Even mundane adult stress, like frustration with work or financial planning, can weigh heavily on a child if overheard repeatedly. Children often internalize these emotions and may even assume they are somehow to blame. By shielding children from the unnecessary stresses of adult life, parents allow them to grow in an environment of emotional safety. This enables kids to build a strong inner foundation before they are ready to face life's more complex realities. In the long run, this emotional buffer promotes resilience, trust, and a healthy ability to manage stress. Point 5. The importance of rhythm: creating predictable daily patterns. In Simplicity Parenting, Kim John Payne places strong emphasis on the importance of rhythm in a child's life. Rhythm refers to the predictable, repeated patterns in daily routines that provide a sense of structure, comfort, and stability. According to Payne, rhythm is not about strict scheduling or rigid routines, but rather about creating a gentle flow in the day that helps children feel safe and secure. Children thrive on predictability. When they know what to expect, when meals are served, when play happens, when it's time to wind down, it reduces anxiety and promotes cooperation. Payne suggests that rhythm is like a heartbeat in family life, steady, calming, and grounding. It helps children transition smoothly between activities and manage their emotions more effectively. For instance, consistent morning routines help children start the day with a sense of calm and readiness. Evening routines, such as bath, books, and bed, signal the body and brain that it's time to relax and prepare for sleep. These predictable sequences don't just reduce power struggles, they also strengthen neurological patterns that support healthy development. The book highlights that mealtimes, bedtimes, and transitions are particularly valuable moments to build rhythm around. Instead of rushing through them, families are encouraged to treat these times as anchors in the day. Sharing regular meals, for example, creates not just nourishment but also bonding and conversation. Likewise, a peaceful bedtime routine can serve as a daily moment of connection and emotional regulation. Importantly, rhythm also creates breathing space in a world that often feels chaotic. For children constantly stimulated by school, technology, and fast-paced living, rhythm offers moments of rest and reflection. It slows down the tempo of life and allows kids to process experiences more deeply. In doing so, it strengthens their ability to focus, learn, and relate to others. Payne also notes that rhythm is helpful not just for children, but for parents too. A home that runs on rhythm, rather than reactive chaos, feels more peaceful, intentional, and manageable. Parents feel less overwhelmed and more in tune with their child's needs. In essence, rhythm gives children an internal map, a kind of invisible guide that helps them feel at home in the world. It fosters emotional security, builds healthy habits, and makes daily life more harmonious for the whole family. Point 6. Filtering out the adult world, protecting kids from too much information. In Simplicity Parenting, Kim John Payne stresses the importance of filtering the adult world to shield children from the overwhelming complexities of grown-up concerns. He argues that modern children are often exposed to information, conversations, and media content that are not developmentally appropriate. This overload can lead to increased anxiety, confusion, and behavioral issues. Payne encourages parents to recognize that children are still forming their emotional and cognitive foundations. When they are constantly exposed to adult issues such as financial worries, political debates, family conflicts, or disturbing news, they are burdened with stressors they are not equipped to handle. This early exposure can rob them of their sense of safety and innocence, replacing it with fear or mistrust. One key strategy Payne recommends is being intentional about adult conversations in the presence of children. It's common for adults to discuss serious topics within earshot of kids, assuming they are not listening or won't understand. However, children often absorb more than adults realize. Their minds may fill in the gaps with imagination, sometimes imagining outcomes that are worse than reality. Filtering doesn't mean hiding the truth but communicating it in ways that are age-appropriate, gentle, and reassuring. Another aspect is monitoring the media children consume. Payne believes that news, television, video games, and even some children's programming can introduce mature themes too early. These may include violence, materialism, cynicism, or an overly fast-paced narrative style that doesn't allow for reflection. Instead of offering entertainment or education, such content often stimulates the nervous system in unhelpful ways, contributing to agitation and difficulty concentrating. Payne advocates for a low-information environment for children, not to limit their curiosity or learning, but to preserve their emotional well-being. In this environment, conversations are calm and respectful, media is age-appropriate and limited, and the home feels like a sanctuary rather than an extension of the stressful outside world. The book also reminds parents to watch their own emotional expressions, especially during stressful times. Children look to adults for cues on how to feel and respond to situations. When parents manage their emotions calmly and communicate thoughtfully, children learn resilience and emotional regulation. Ultimately, filtering the adult world is about preserving childhood as a time of safety, exploration, and emotional security. It's about letting kids be kids, free to grow, imagine, and thrive, without the weight of adult concerns clouding their minds. Point 7. Establishing rhythms and predictability, creating a safe and steady environment. In Simplicity Parenting, Kim John Payne emphasizes the crucial role of rhythms and routines in a child's life. He argues that predictable daily structures provide children with a sense of security, comfort, and belonging. In a fast-paced, ever-changing world, rhythms act as anchors, helping children feel more in control and grounded. Children thrive in environments where they know what to expect. When mornings, mealtimes, bedtimes, and other key parts of the day follow a consistent pattern, it reduces anxiety and decision fatigue. Rather than navigating unpredictability, children can focus their mental energy on learning, playing, and engaging meaningfully with the world. Payne describes rhythm as a quiet, consistent presence, a sort of heartbeat in family life that reassures children without requiring explanation. These rhythms don't have to be rigid schedules. Instead, they're flexible patterns that bring order to the day. For example, having breakfast together every morning, reading a story before bed, or spending Sunday afternoons in nature can become cherished family rituals. Over time, these repeated moments build strong emotional connections and reinforce family values. Payne also highlights how routines help in times of stress or transition. Whether a child is dealing with a move, a new sibling, or challenges at school, returning to familiar daily rhythms offers comfort and stability. It creates a safe space where the child knows they are supported and loved, even when other parts of life feel uncertain. Another benefit of rhythm is how it fosters independence and responsibility. When routines are well established, children begin to anticipate and participate in them. A child might brush their teeth without prompting because it's part of the bedtime routine, or help set the table before dinner because it's a normal part of the day. This predictability gives children a feeling of competence and autonomy. In modern parenting, where busy schedules and digital distractions dominate, rhythms can be easily overlooked. Payne warns that without them, families can drift into chaos, with parents constantly reacting rather than responding intentionally. Establishing rhythm is a proactive way to create peace and harmony in the home. Ultimately, this concept is about giving children a strong foundation of reliability. When life at home is predictable and steady, children feel more confident, resilient, and ready to face the outside world. Rhythms are simple, yet their impact is profound, offering children a sense of time, order, and emotional safety. Point 8. Filtering out adult concerns, protecting children from grown-up worries. In Simplicity Parenting, Kim John Payne urges parents to protect children from adult anxieties and concerns that are beyond their emotional and developmental capacity. In today's hyper-connected, information-saturated world, children are often exposed to worries that should not be theirs to carry, ranging from family financial stress to news about global crises. Payne emphasizes that a key part of simplifying parenting is creating emotional boundaries that shield children from this weight. Children are highly perceptive and absorb the emotional tone of their environment. Even when adults do not directly share their stresses, children can pick up on tension, anxiety, or anger in the household. Payne suggests that one of the most loving things parents can do is to be mindful of what emotional content they share in front of their kids, both in words and in tone. This doesn't mean hiding reality, it means sharing it in age-appropriate ways, if at all. For example, constantly talking about bills, work-related stress, or conflicts with extended family around young children can create a background noise of unease. Children might not understand the details, but they feel the underlying tension. This can lead to behavioral issues, sleep disturbances, or even feelings of guilt where children wrongly believe they are the cause of their parents' distress. Another concern Payne addresses is the media exposure to disturbing world events. News about war, violence, or natural disasters, especially when accompanied by graphic images, can be deeply unsettling for children. He advises parents to limit such exposure, especially for younger kids, and to provide context and reassurance when questions arise. Children need to know that they are safe and that their caregivers are in control, even if the world sometimes seems chaotic. This filtering extends beyond just negative news. Payne also recommends limiting overheard adult conversations that include sarcasm, cynicism, or judgment, as these can distort a child's view of relationships and trust. Instead, homes should foster an atmosphere of warmth, hope, and encouragement. Ultimately, the goal is to preserve childhood as a time of emotional safety and developmental growth. When children are freed from the burden of adult problems, they are more able to explore, play, imagine, and develop resilience in their own time. Payne reminds us that children grow stronger when they are not forced to grow up too quickly. Shielding them from adult concerns is not about sheltering them forever, but about respecting their stage of life and emotional readiness. Point 9. Establishing rhythms and predictability, creating a sense of security. One of the foundational principles in simplicity parenting is the importance of rhythm and routine in a child's daily life. Kim John Payne argues that in a world full of unpredictability and change, consistent daily rhythms provide children with a sense of safety, structure, and emotional grounding. These rhythms help kids know what to expect, reducing anxiety and allowing them to feel more in control of their environment. Payne isn't advocating for rigid schedules or micromanaging every minute of a child's day. Instead, he emphasizes predictability over precision. For example, having a regular bedtime, consistent meal times, a calming morning routine, or a familiar rhythm to weekends can be powerful anchors in a child's life. These predictable moments offer stability in the midst of external chaos, helping children develop emotional resilience and confidence. Rhythms also offer a kind of emotional nourishment. A simple routine like a bedtime story every night or a weekly pancake breakfast can become a comforting ritual that nurtures the parent-child bond. These small repeated moments often create the most lasting memories and emotional security. They also serve as signals to the brain that it's time to transition, winding down for bed, preparing for school, or getting ready to play, making children's lives feel smoother and less stressful. In families where rhythm is lacking, children may become more easily overwhelmed or reactive. They might act out, struggle with focus, or seem constantly tired. Payne suggests that behavior problems are often not about discipline, but about the child feeling ungrounded or emotionally unsafe. Establishing daily rhythms is a way to address this root cause. Another benefit of rhythm is that it builds in natural pauses for connection and reflection. For example, a nightly dinner ritual can create space for conversations and shared stories. A weekend nature walk can become a time for unwinding and bonding. When routines are built around connection rather than control, they become tools of love, not restriction. Payne also points out that rhythms can support family values. A family who values gratitude might build in a simple daily habit of sharing something they're thankful for. Those who value learning might include quiet reading time after dinner. These routines subtly reinforce what matters most to the family. In essence, rhythm brings calm to the chaos. It doesn't eliminate life's challenges, but it gives children a predictable foundation from which to face them. As Payne beautifully puts it, establishing rhythm is like offering children a steady heartbeat in the tempo of family life, a rhythm they can count on and grow from. Point 10. Filtering out adult concerns, protecting children from emotional overload. In the final major concept of simplicity parenting, Kim John Payne emphasizes the importance of shielding children from adult worries, conversations, and emotional burdens that they are not developmentally ready to process. Today's children are frequently exposed to news, parental stress, adult relationship issues, and even financial or global concerns that can leave them feeling anxious, confused, or overwhelmed. Payne explains that children are deeply sensitive to emotional undercurrents, even if they don't understand the specifics. When they overhear arguments, stressful news, or complex adult problems, they may internalize the stress without the cognitive tools to understand or manage it. This emotional clutter can manifest as anxiety, aggression, withdrawal, or trouble focusing. In Payne's view, protecting children's emotional world is just as important as protecting their physical safety. One of the key ideas here is emotional boundaries. Parents may unintentionally vent their adult frustrations in front of children, or involve them in conflicts that are far beyond their emotional capacity. For example, a child should not be a sounding board for marital disagreements or a witness to heated financial stress. Payne encourages parents to be conscious of what children are exposed to, and to filter or simplify the way complex realities are communicated. This does not mean lying or pretending everything is perfect. Rather, it means offering children age-appropriate honesty and reassurance. For instance, if a family is going through a hard time, it's okay to acknowledge that something is difficult, but also important to add that the adults are handling it, and the child is safe. This balance keeps kids informed without burdening them. Filtering adult concerns also extends to media and conversations happening around children. Payne strongly discourages exposing kids to disturbing news, violent media, or overheard phone calls that might plant seeds of fear or misunderstanding. He recommends keeping adult conversations, especially those involving worry, politics, or criticism, out of children's earshot as much as possible. Moreover, when parents consistently filter out adult-level stress from their home environment, they create a calm and emotionally secure space. This allows children to focus on their own natural developmental challenges like learning, exploring, and building relationships without carrying the extra weight of adult emotional clutter. In essence, Payne is inviting parents to be gatekeepers of their children's emotional experience, creating a protective space where kids can grow up feeling secure, grounded, and free to be children. Just as we filter what food or content enters our homes, we must also be mindful of what emotional energy surrounds our children, because what surrounds them shapes them. Conclusion: embracing the power of less in parenting. Simplicity Parenting concludes with a powerful reminder that in a world filled with complexity, speed, and overload, the real gift we can give our children is a life of simplicity, rhythm, and emotional safety. Kim John Payne's message is not about perfection or rigid rules, it's about intentionally reducing the unnecessary to make room for what truly matters: connection, presence, and emotional well-being. Throughout the book, Payne highlights how too much, whether it's toys, activities, information, or emotional stress, can overwhelm children and make them anxious, distracted, and disconnected. By simplifying the home environment, the family schedule, and the emotional atmosphere, parents help children return to their natural developmental pace. They become more grounded, creative, and emotionally resilient. Simplicity is also about slowing down. When families create rhythms and rituals, they give children the stability and predictability they crave. This isn't about a rigid routine, but about a calm, steady flow of life that nurtures a child's inner security and sense of belonging. In a world where external chaos often feels unavoidable, a simplified home becomes a sanctuary. Another powerful insight from the book is the role of parents as emotional gatekeepers. By filtering what children are exposed to, especially adult concerns, media, and overstimulation, parents protect their kids' inner world, allowing space for emotional growth and mental peace. Instead of reacting to the fast-paced demands of modern life, simplicity allows families to respond thoughtfully and intentionally. Ultimately, simplicity parenting is a call to mindfulness. It's an invitation to pause, reflect, and remove the clutter, not just physical clutter, but also mental, emotional, and social clutter. When we do this, we are not depriving our children. On the contrary, we are giving them the opportunity to grow up with clarity, compassion, confidence, and joy. In simplifying our parenting, we reconnect with our values, strengthen our relationships, and create the space for a deeper, more meaningful family life. It is in this space that children thrive, not by having more, doing more, or knowing more, but by being seen, heard, and loved in a calm and supportive environment.